I call to order the 2020 Electoral College. I'm honored to present the Honorable Secretary of State, Bev Clarnock.
Thank you, Michelle. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Senate Chamber. This is December 14th, and we are here to convene the 2020 Electoral College for Oregon. Before us, we have the body of electors chosen by their party to participate in the selection of the next President and Vice President of the United States. Today, as the case of each of our 50 states of our union, electors are gathering to vote for the candidate that represents the choice of the people of their state. This year has been an incredibly difficult one for much of the country. Today, we are still in the midst of a COVID-19 global pandemic. What was once commonplace, giving hugs and seeing colleagues, friends, and family, has become life-threatening for our most vulnerable populations. As you can see, we are wearing masks and following health guidelines, which includes social distancing. We also faced catastrophic wildfires this summer and fall, threatening and taking the lives and homes of our fellow Oregonians. Racial injustice persists as we continue to have tough conversations about inequities and identify and take actions for solutions. All of this on top of a 2020 general election that was rife with misinformation, leading to mistrust in our democracy and division among our citizens. Oregon faced adversity and turmoil in 2020, but one thing we were well equipped for was conducting a vote-by-mail election. We were the first state in the nation to conduct elections entirely by mail, and many Oregonians do not know any other way. While many states conducted elections by mail this year because of the pandemic, Oregon provided advice and counsel to our sister states looking to follow our pioneering spirit. We have one of the most accessible voting systems in the country, and I'm proud of all our election officials who work tirelessly every day, not just election day, to ensure that our votes are safe. I want to thank you and congratulate our elections division and our county election officials for a well-administered election. Our local elections officially throughout the state have delivered trusted elections results from each county, produced by a process that was both transparent and audited for accuracy. Oregon experienced a record turnout at over 2.4 million ballots cast. The results were certified on December 3rd, and Oregonians can have confidence in the accuracy of those certified results. Today, we gathered to swear in our electors and to complete the process called for by our Constitution by observing their balloting and confirming the vote of the people of Oregon. I'm pleased to welcome you here for that purpose and to remind you all of the important year in which you serve and the important purpose for which you have been chosen. We are operating consistently with the United States Constitution, the Oregon Constitution, and have followed the process outlined in Oregon statutes, which provides that we will have 7 electors equal to the number of members of the U.S. House of Representatives and the U.S. Senate, who represent our great state. Today, our process will be as follows. The Director of Elections will make a roll call of the electors. When completed, the Chief Justice will swear in the electors. Electors will then vote the ballots contained in their packets. The elections director will join me in counting those ballots. The results will be announced, and the electors will sign their certificates of vote affirming the result of the balloting. At that point, we will be adjourned, and electors will have the opportunity to collect their mileage forms and will be given the copy of their oath of office. The Secretary of State's office will then be responsible for forwarding the completed documents to the appropriate officials by registered mail. The U.S. Archives will complete the process for all states and keep a record of this, our 59th national presidential election. I give you the elections director, Michelle Teed, who will call the roll of electors.
Laura Gilpatrick.
Here.
Carla Lynn Hansen.
Here.
Leah LaFleur.
Present.
Pete Lee.
Present.
Sean Nikas.
Present.
Nathan Joseph Soltz.
Present.
Lawrence Taylor.
Present.
Please allow me to introduce the Honorable Martha Walters, Chief Justice of the Oregon Supreme Court, who will swear in the electors.
Thank you, Madam Secretary, for ensuring that Oregon has free and fair elections. I am honored to participate in this significant event. Now I'm going to tell you how we will proceed with the oaths of office. We are going to say our oaths in unison, verbally, and then you will sign your certificates and I will come back behind you and I will certify them. I want to tell you about how the oaths will be administered. The first words are, I state your name. And instead of everybody stating their name together, I would like to start on my right and have you each state your name individually so I can hear all of you. And then I will ask you to swear or affirm. You can choose which you would like to do. You can swear or affirm, or you can swear and affirm, but you'll each state as you wish, and then you'll repeat after me for the remainder of the oath. So now, will you all please rise and raise your right hands? And repeat after me. I, Laura Gilpatrick,
Carla Lynn Hansen.
Leah LaFleur.
Peter B.L. Lee.
Sean Nikas.
Nathan Joseph Soltz.
Lawrence David Taylor.
do solemnly swear or affirm
Do solemnly swear and affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Oregon,
and the Constitution of the State of Oregon,
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of Presidential Elector
of Presidential Elector
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Thank you. You may be seated. Now please sign the oaths in front of you, specifically the ones with the gold seals that shows that they are official. I will come by and certify each of your signatures.
Thank you, Justice Walters. Electors, in your packets are ballots for President and Vice President. Please mark your ballots now. And when you are ready, election staff will pick up your ballots.
The tally of the votes is as follows. For United States President, Donald J. Trump, Republican, none. Joseph P. Biden, Democratic candidate, 7. Joe Jorgensen, Libertarian, none. Howie Hawkins, Pacific Green, none. Dario Hunter, Progressive, none. For United States Vice President, Michael R. Pence, Republican, none. Kamala D. Harris, Democratic, 7. Jeremy Spike Cohen, Libertarian, none. Angela Walker, Pacific Green, none. Dawn Neptune Adams, Progressive, none. The electors will now sign the certificate of vote, which will be distributed by election staff. There are 6 copies. Please sign and pass on to the next elector. Before we adjourn, I would like to thank the Senate President and the Secretary of the Senate for hosting us today for this event. Electors having taken their action, and that is being duly certified and attested to, we are now adjourned.